Libra. This is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is a timeless message for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, and it comes to you during the week that you are ready to receive it and needing to hear it. So please take these messages, how they resonate with you, and in what part of your life they resonate for. If you are looking for a personal reading, I do those too. Please check out my website at www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. Okay, ask and you shall receive. Let's go, Libra. This concerns me a bit. I'm just going to say, let me take this up here so it doesn't get out of my way. What is this? Transformation is beautiful, but by the end of the week, there's still some, it looks like stunted growth. Or a lot of times we got to see what's happening. There's a whole bunch of cards coming out, but this in reverse is like a mermaid's tail. So there's still like head in the water, or being submerged, or jumping in, or just exposing a tiny bit of yourself. So let's see. Way far back, over here in the past. Sweet results await. Lots of good stuff, hard work, yielding honey, yielding the good stuff, the sweet stuff. This has to do with success. It is Leo energy, and it is accompanied by the Leo card. Be generous of spirit. So Libra, not too long ago, maybe a couple of years ago, it could be way distant in the past, but you were pretty much doing really well. This is just two signs of huge success, visibility, to charisma, but also a sense of loyalty and sharing your abundance, right? Like being very generous and very gracious. Maybe even some of you were seen as a hero or a forerunner. Definitely a lot of courage. Maybe it's in a creative field where you had to be the creator of your own destiny. Either way, there was success. We also have claim your independence here, which means you were doing this on your own. You were doing things your way, not like in a bratty way, like my way, but like in an innovative way, in an ingenuitive way, like a sense of like, I'm going to pave this path myself. There was a singularity about you and a fierce sense of courage. Also, this was very fun and playful. This was very happy energy. Okay, way up. The energy is real high. And then we have magic works through you. This is Cancerian energy, very spiritual, a sense of traversing two different planes of existence. This sense of transforming. It was magic. So I think you were the conductor somehow of a great resource for other people, or inspiring other people, bringing something into reality that didn't exist before. Time for a beginner mind. So it was a very ingenuitive process. Maybe you hadn't done things like this before either. You were learning a lot as well, because this was sort of fresh for you as well. Take the leap of faith. You just trusted and it happened, and this was luck and well-being, and all of this is coming here. And then there's this big gap, current moment, which I don't understand, but we're going to get to. Spirit has your back. Like Spirit was guiding you. You had this aerial perspective. It's almost like an open door policy, rules, laws, regulations. Everything was working out for you. There was a synchronicity, and you could feel it. You could actually feel it happening in the 3D world. Like, why is everything aligning? Why is this paperwork finishing early, and this, why did this come through, this approval so quickly? Like, so everything was lining up. That's great. It's almost like I'm sitting here right now for you guys, and so I was like, can we go back there? Because I really liked it back there. Okay, and now we're here, and there's a big gap on my table. Like, there's no cards showing up. Cards showing up. Current time. The cards would not give me all this information from the past if it wasn't pertinent. But now I feel like there's like a blind spot here with what's going on now. And then we have transformation is beautiful. So it's almost like there is this sense of having to take another leap as you move forward. Why has God reminded you of all this in the past? Because he wants you to remember. He, she, it, they, whatever you call God, God is way beyond a pronoun. Are you kidding me? In other words, God wants to remind you that there was another time in your life when wonderful things happened to you. Everything has its ebb and flow. The good times flow downward and stop too. But now there's a rise that's coming. And this blank time is really just that bottom out period between the ebb and the rising. Because if you could look at the cards, if you see the cards, if I can get, this was all cascading, falling, nothing, and then we're on the rise again. So, yeah. So, okay. Where do you want us to go? Like, God, what do you need us to know, at least for right now? What's going on? It's like, first of all, don't be scared. Don't be scared because you're in this point of like the eye of the storm and you can hear the clatter around you even though it feels like nothing's happening. It is actually happening. It is. Okay, so Two of Wands is here, so you might have to make some choices with regards to moving in a different direction or making a move, deciding between two desires. What do you want most? And then proceeding in luck and abundance. See, this is another, yet again, another recognition to let you guys know you're where you're supposed to be right now. It doesn't feel it. It feels like I'm stuck. You're not stuck. You just have to realize that the wind is going to push you. You're going to feel the push in the other direction. Maybe you're confused right now. You're trying to decide between two different things that are exceptionally important to you. And certainly what has happened in the past is absolutely important for you. The question is this: are you willing to leave it behind in order to go experience a different kind of success or a different kind of passion or a different kind of life ahead? Because this really is allowing yourself to submerge into something new, right? And you're just sticking your toe in now. We have the Chariot that's arrived, which is progress and being able to start making moves forward or feeling the shift go forward. And this karmic energy of fortune awaits. Yes, it's time to take the choice. It's time to take the leap. It's time to start the wheel in motion. It's time to start the wheel in motion. Even if you're a little blinded and don't know exactly where it's headed, you actually have been here before and you've done extremely well. And this is sort of the new entry into another success. This is why God is reminding you of where you came from and what you experienced. And even though you may have felt recently, past year or so, spit out and left just soggy and wet and damp and gross, no, it's coming to take you up again. The rise is happening now. It's like, go ahead. There's progress to be made. There's action to be taken to put yourself onto that new direction. You've been thinking about it a while, right? But maybe you just haven't pulled the trigger. Well, this is the time to pull the trigger. Let's get into the moon cards. Reminder, I always create and extend it for every reading. They are yours. They're your messages. If you're called to it, come on, come join me. I would love to have you there. It's the best way to support the channel, aside from watching these. Best way. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. What? Okay. Well, we have Leo here. Look at all the Leo energy. It's almost like it's time to create something new, Libra. It's time to reinvent who you are, your ego, your persona. It's time to start fresh. And it's time to be confident that you will be able to keep up with this too. That this actually wasn't an end to anything. This is part and parcel to the ebb and flow of your life from this point on. It is part of the success, not the lack of it. It's just a little bit of a kind of a quiet time. But confidence is your key to success. Which direction are you going to head? This is really about your choice. It really is. You just pull the trigger and say, yes, I want this. I want this opportunity. This is definitely for me. I think I should go for it. I think I should at least try. Okay? Okay. Let's see where it's headed. Because that's the next sensical question. Transformation is beautiful. God, why is it a little bit wonky? What's going on? No. You have the courage. God is sending a reminder right now through the cards. You absolutely have the courage. Find your courage in the dark, and in the light, nobody will be able to hold you back. There is an undercurrent here about being undermined somehow, or thoughts, your own thoughts or doubts. Got to cut my hair because it's getting in the way of the cards. We have Strength card here. You have the Strength now. Remember, what is the Strength card? Well, the Strength card is you have tamed your beast, right? Looking the beast in the mouth. That's what she's doing. She's looking the beast in the mouth and taming it. You know, and the beast represents that part of her, the primal, the reactionary, the part that is really untamable, but you get it to trust you, right? You get it to trust your consciousness. This is the two, your ego, your known self, and your primal self, which is really out of your control, but getting them to know and understand each other. And your strongest Strength card, when the two of them are together, are on the same team. So you have the Strength now. You've faced challenges before. The Death card is here. That represents this season. So it's Scorpio season, or something that popped off, if you're watching this years from now, in Scorpio season of 2023. This is a rising again. You're strong enough now. As soon as I saw the little seed is starting to poke through. The little seed is starting to come up. The little seed is almost like you have the strength now to come back to life, or to let things fall and crumble and let it all be done to begin again. You actually have the strength. Scorpionic energy is change, but it's metamorphosis. So it's change that you don't come back from, but it is evolutionary change. In other words, it was a destined change, but it's a change that you don't come back from. Like once you're an adult, you don't go back to childhood, right? Once you're elderly, geriatric, you don't go back to adulthood. This is metamorphic. So there is a major change that's coming. You're not supposed to go backward. You experience this beautiful flow. God's reminding you of it. Trust it again. And then we have this. Like, I was like, what? What? Well, first of all, the swords represent thoughts. They always have. They're communications. This is stuff that undermines you. So your own thoughts could be undermining you. Your own worries could be undermining you. There could also be, because I'm hearing this right now, a lot of rejection that you've gotten, especially in the written form. A sense of no. And it's like, how many hits can I take before I just can't get up again? Well, the answer is you don't have to take many more. There's your Sun card again. That's where we started out, right? And isn't it the beautiful ebb and flow of where we started out is now where we are back to by the end of this week, after a very low, intensely low moment, but I don't know how things are going to go. Things are absolutely, Libra, going to go beautifully again. You're going to be back up at the top of the mountain before you realize it, but you do have to make a choice. And the choice is yours. Are you going to be afraid, or are you going to be brave and just pull the trigger and go for it again? Ask again. This is a wonderful opportunity for you. Something will come through. It will be a yes. It will be a yes. So let's try to see a little bit more about, so why is transformation is beautiful? This is beautiful. I think you're just jumping into something brand new. Why is it almost in reverse though? I just want to be careful. And this Seven of Swords, what have you got to say about that? Okay. You needed some time to reflect. You needed some time to look back and go over maybe failures from the past, things that you did in the past, right? That you need to not recollect, that you need to reassess is what I was looking for. And then we have Page of Cups. So you've talked about this before. You've sat on this before. You've thought about it before. This could also be somebody that you've been thinking about a lot that you want to go and offer love to, right? It could be an old lover from the past, or somebody that you, not an ex. It's not an ex, but it's like reconciliation, reconciling the past by opening your heart to the possibility of a future along that same line. If that makes any sense, please definitely leave it in the comments below. But it's definitely time, because this time you're ready. And I think you had to experience what you experienced to be prepared enough to say, I love you, or I want you, or open yourself up to this new hope or this new chance. But it is confirmed. There is a newness and a new yes that is coming through for you. Let us go to the extended, and we'll get all the details. I'll see you guys there.